Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another episode of Inside DB Rated. This is a dual commentary series where we go ahead and spectate random matches on DB's ladder and just check out what people are playing. So this is going to be a matchup between Kinda Sleepy on Drytron versus Worm99 on Pranked. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. Should be a pretty good matchup. Looks like we're going to see the players pick scissors a bunch of times before Worm99 gonna stick their ground and win the RPS. I'm going to opt to go first here. The opening hand for Pranked is going to be Roxy's, Double Droll, Polly, and Lampsies. So this is pretty interesting seeing Polly, because I think some people have opted to cut this card, and by some I mean quite a lot. But this is good to play around just hand traps in general, since it makes it so you don't die immediately to just like an Ash on your whatever Pranked you normal summon. So that's pretty good. And the Double Droll is nice, especially in this matchup. Good to see it main decked here. And then the Drytron hand is going to be Ben 10, Call by the Grave, Alpha, Fafnir, and Zeta. This hand's also really strong, so this is going to be nice against Droll for sure. Although, if Worm99 opts to keep both Drolls, then they could just chain a second copy, and that would not be great. But Alpha, Ben 10, strong, and then two more Drytron names, also very strong. So this should be quite a good back and forth. Going to immediately activate Polymerization in main phase 1. That's going to fuse away the Roxys and the Lampsies to bring out a copy of Rocket Ride. And then both Pranked names triggers, so that's going to burn for 5, bring out the Dropsies, and then Roxy's is going to have to banish Droll to trigger it. Draws another copy of Roxy's, and then that's going to summon Fansies. So the interaction of activate Droll as chain link 1, and then chain call by, and then chain another Droll is not going to happen anymore. So that's important to note. Going to link away Fansies for a copy of Meow. And then Fancy is going to send a copy of Plan. That's going to summon another copy of Dropsies. So this might be a Toad setup. We haven't seen that in quite some time, because a lot of people are just playing more conservatively, but that could still be an option on the table here. Dodo going to be linked away with the Meow and the Dropsies. That's going to trigger the Dropsies and the Dodo, so that's going to bring out the Fansies and then search for Pandemonium. And then from here, going to link those two away into a copy of the Bow Wow Bark. And the Rocket Ride going to attribute itself to bring back Dropsies and Dodo. This is Toad setup. Dodo going to be activated next. That's going to add back Plan as well as the Lampsies from grave to hand. And then, going to overlay for a copy of Toad. Going to set 2 and then pass. So this is quite strong. The top deck is going to be Ben 10 for Drytron, which is decent, but it's going to be stopped by Droll. Or at least this turn's push is going to be. Going to enter main phase 1, activate Drytron Fafnir. That effect is going to search for a copy of Nova, and then Droll is going to be used in Resolution, and then going to have to chain call by that, and then you probably just Toad negate it, because you really just want Droll to resolve here. And it's also going to be set, which will be really relevant later, because this is basically just 2 turns of Ben 10 not going to be used, because this will just be used next turn to hit Ben 10. So Pranked is looking pretty good here. And now the Toad gets to add back the Dropsies as well. And then this can add back Fansies whenever to go into the Battle Butler. So lots of really, really strong setup. Nova going to be activated next. That's going to summon Gamma from deck. And then going to tribute Ben 10 to summon Alpha. And then overlay it into the Fucho. So if they put this in attack position and try and attack, they have to use the effect, and then when they overlay into Downer, that's when you just get hit with the Battle Butler. So, not really a whole ton to actually do about this. Not really the greatest scenario. End phase looks like Bow Wow is going to be used. That's going to treat itself to add back the Fansies and the Dropsies. There's a lot of Prankeds in hand. And for turn, they draw another copy of Lampsies, so literally 6 Prankeds in the hand. Let's see what they can do with this. Going to activate Pandemonium here. That's going to summon a copy of Rocket by setting away the Dropsies and the Lampsies. And those are going to trigger. So going to gain 1,000 and burn for 500. Summon out Roxy's and the Fansies. And then from here, those two are going to be linked away for a copy of Dodo. Dodo and Fan are going to trigger, opting not to use Roxy's. To be fair, there's very few Prankeds left. I see all 3 Fansies and all 3 Roxy's. 2 each of Dropsies and Lampsies. So literally there's maximum 2 Prankeds left in main deck. But Pranks is going to be sent, and then Roxy is going to be special out of hand. Place is going to be added. Maybe they're just not maxing out on them. They weren't playing around Nibiru before, so I don't see a reason to do it now. especially because like Drytron does not play Nibiru main deck for sure. Dodo going to be used. That's going to treat itself to add back Pandemonium and Fansies from Grave. And then Rocket Ride going to be used. That's going to summon back Bow Wow and the Dodo. Imagine if you could banish Meow for its effect on your own turn. That would be crazy, but nah, can't do that. That would just be so much advantage. Oh, it looks like not going to activate Pandemonium just yet. Going to use Place and no Search, so maybe literally just no targets. It's interesting to not max out on all the prank hits. I do wonder if that's standard. You guys can let me know if that's like a thing that's very common now. But Battle Butler going to hit the board. And then at the start of battle phase, we're going to be seeing the Future use its effect. And that's just going to prompt a pass back. So Preparation of Rites is going to be the top deck here. Pretty decent, although again, the Call by the Grave is going to complicate things this turn. And they also know about the Call by the Grave, of course, because it was set via the Toad. Gamma going to tribute away Ben 10. That's going to prompt the Call by the Grave. So that's going to hit Ben 10. So yeah, just never using Ben 10 for 2 whole turns. Alpha gets summoned off of the Gamma as well. And then going to overlay for the Lyrilusc Assembled Nightingale. So let's think about how this can happen. You can go Battle Phase, Attack. On Attack Declaration, you Battle Butler. It's not once per chain either. So like it could be Chainlink 1, Battle Butler, Chainlink 2, Nightingale, Chainlink 3, Battle Butler. And then just wipes the board. Or wipes just the Nightingale. Attempting to enter battle phase, and then still at the end of main phase, going to use the Butler, and that's going to prompt the Nightingale, and then that's going to be met with the Battle Butler again. Kind of surprised that they didn't wait till the battle phase to do that, but now there's still plays to be made in the main phase. Right, going to use Alpha to tribute away the Zeta. That's going to summon itself and then search for Natasha. And then Zeta going to tribute away Natasha. That's going to bring itself out and then search for the Meteonis. So no more rank 1s. I do wonder what the play is going to be. Drytron should know the set is planned because it was added back the first turn. Meteonis is going to be used. That's going to tribute away Alpha and summon back Natasha. So maybe just try and wipe the board and go for game. Natasha going to gain 1,000 by targeting the Zeta, and then the prep is going to be used. So it grabs Ben 10 and adds back Meteonis from Grave. And I think Drytron could just actually go for a game here. We'll see. Gonna link everything into a Nightmare Unicorn. Unicorn effect is going to spin the back row, which is not chained here. Natasha going to be used. That's going to banish Ben 10 and then target the Dodo. And then Bow Wow going to be chained in response. So that's going to add back Pranks and Pandemonium. Could have maybe waited until the Natasha actually targeted the Bow Wow. Because like this still gets to summon itself, but it will deny like more bodies on the field, right? It basically would have wasted a like ammunition, right, for the Natasha, if you will. Because there's only 2 Steelers max since the third one was hit by Call by the Grave. This Call by the Grave. But Dodo, it was the target, so it's gonna get stolen. Natasha gonna gain 1,100 on Unicorn, and then those are gonna be linked for Axis Code Talker. And then Axis on Unicorn, and then Benton going to be banished for Natasha. That's going to steal the Roxy's. I think this was summoned the last turn, so we could switch this to attack position. Now, the Frankets player is on 10k life, so is this game? 53, 73, 83, 98. This is not game. Ooh, is there a way to actually get game on board here? Natasha going to gain 2650, it's half of that. As these are a lot of high life point values. Thinking if they can make game. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard. Access code to banish Unicorn and pop the place. Gonna switch Roxy's to attack and then just... Yeah, that's going to be 200 shy of lethal, so Pranket's still in this game. To be fair, there's not a lot of Prankets left. And we know that they opted not to search off a place. So I don't think there's just really any Prankets left. Yeah, going to be down to 200. Also, I feel like if they went maybe into Phoenix and then go Boros Sword, would that have been game? That would have been 6,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,500. Yeah, so Boros Sword would be game over access code here. That's something to note as well. Going to main phase 2, link for probably Appaloosa, right? Yeah, this always throws me off. But yeah, Appaloosa for 3. and then gonna pass. For turn, gonna top deck. Oh, the DD Crow. That's one turn too late. Imagine if this hit Natasha last turn. That would have been absolutely crazy, actually. Main phase 1, gonna go for Pranks, and then normal summon Fansies, and then go into Meow Meow. The Fansies gonna attempt to trigger. Yeah, this still can activate because if there's targets to send, you don't have to special up Prank Kids since it is optional. So even though like we can infer there's probably no Prank Kids left due to place not searching anything, probably still has like multiple places left, or the plan left that was shuffled back for sure. But gonna set the Pandemonium and then gonna end phase Pranks. So that's gonna shuffle back Rocket, Battle Butler, and the Fansies. That's gonna draw another DD Crow. Oof. Yeah, it's probably just game, right? Yeah, rip. I wonder what they were trying to draw for that to kind of mitigate the situation, but that was a pretty good game 1. So we're gonna go into game 2, and it looks like Prankid's gonna start us off again. If you guys are enjoying this commentary, definitely be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new here and want to see more commentary similar to this style. But the opening hand is gonna be ouch. Polymerization, Double Drill, Chalice, Ash. Brick. I mean, hand traps and Chalice, but still, not good. And then the opening hand for Drytron is going to be Zeta, Ben 10, Cosmic, Alpha, and Ghost Spell. I really like Cosmic against Frankids. As long as you know where the Pandemonium is, just hitting it and draw a standby is super strong. Yeah, just going to pass, and then for turn, going to draw a copy of Petite Angel. So main phase 1, going to Alpha tribute away Ben 10. That's going to summon itself, and then Alpha will search for the Ultimateness. And then Ben 10 will activate, and then chain Drill and Mockbird. Oops, I skipped forward a bit there, but Zeta went and tributed the Herald and summoned itself. No search, but gonna go into Fucho and pass. I feel like it was worth it to make Zeus there, surely, right? Maybe they just forgot that they weren't going first there, and that Prankids literally just passed. Might have been an option, or it might have been a possibility. But for turn, it's good. Oh my goodness, the third troll. You really hate to see it. But I mean, still have like hand traps, I guess. It's just not good though. Plus, Drytron's gonna have to like detach these to get them back into the graveyard. Gonna set Chalice and pass. Actually, kind of surprised that Chalice wasn't set earlier, but I guess might as well do it now. Gonna top deck another Alpha for turn. That's pretty decent. Now they don't have to actually detach from the Fucho. Normal summon Petite Angel. That's gonna grab a search for Ben 10. And then gonna drop Drill again. Battle phase, attack for 300. And then end phase, going to Cosmic the set. And then it's Chalice. And just gonna be a pass back. For turn, oh my god, all the hand traps. DD Crow. I mean, there's still another turn of Drill. Maybe we can try and make it work. It's gonna pass again, draws Foolish Burial. Alpha effect, that's gonna tribute away Ben 10. Summon itself and then search for the last Ben 10, I believe. Yeah. And then Ben 10 effect, it's going to change roll. This is comedy at this point. Foolish Burial going to be used next. That's going to be Ashed. And going to link those two away for Union Carrier. Carrier effect, that's going to go for Dawn Knight. It's almost like we both can't play. Yeah. That's crazy, though. Union Carrier going to attack for 2k. And then it's going to pass. Draws. Oh my god, dude, this is just so sad. What is happening in this game? That's crazy. Gonna pass back and then draw another copy of Bell. Bell is cool in this deck, by the way, because it plays or it beats Cycle Reader, and you have to just beat Cycle Reader this format. Too many people are playing it. It's also searchable, which is crazy. Alpha gonna tribute away Ben 10. Watch you drill me again. But yeah, Alpha tribute away Ben 10, that's going to search Natasha, and then Ben 10 going to search for Eva. Going to link those away for Nightmare Unicorn. Dawn Knight going to send Zeta. And then... Okay, so the Prankit player is mistaken here. They're confused with like the Ben 10 interaction because a link summon is how this went to graveyard, and a link summon doesn't start a chain. So once the Donna hits the graveyard as a result of the unicorn hitting the board, it's going to activate, and then Joel would be chained as Chainlink 2. Like, there's no window in which you can crow before this gets to activate because it's just a link summon. So I think the Drytron player is just letting it go because it's not going to matter. But yeah, they have Bell anyway if they want to use it, but gonna go and use the Fucho. But yeah, it doesn't matter because the Frankie player literally can't play. Oh my god, draws Cosmic too. Jeez, yeah, but that's gonna be the end of the match. So Drytron taking it 2-0. I feel like that's unorthodox, just drawing. Look at all these hand traps. Yeah, just drawing all hand traps, no Frankids. I mean, the fact that they're not maxing out on a Lampsies or Dropsies, at least from what we assumed in game 1, I think that's kind of surprising. I mean, that definitely would contribute to just not opening one, right? At least to some degree, mathematically. But yeah, that was just crazy how that happened. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me via Patreon, TCG Player, all the links in the description as usual. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.